Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode with your girl Judith. Welcome. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Let's see, what's happened to me recently? Oh yeah, I got water in my phone, so yeah, that sucks ass, but I'm sure some rice will get rid of that. I hope. What else is new in my life? Well, I guess you're going to find out in the story anyway, so welcome to a story time. Is it story time or oh fuck, I fucked up, so I'm gonna use my life experience to warn everybody else who is possibly like me not to fuck up like I did. Okay? So, it might be a little long. Well, I can't exceed 15 minutes, but 15 minutes is still a pretty long time to listen to a podcast, so yeah. And also, I haven't brushed my teeth this morning, so in case you smell something, yeah, that's you, because you definitely cannot smell anything through your phone. Okay. Enough of the dry jokes. Down to my story. Now, hello everyone. My name is Kefas Peace Judith. Timere, Yuodu, Niki. Really, most of you just know me with many different names and call me whichever. You know what? I think leave this name issue for another day. I will discuss it at length. So, sometime early last year, I fell in love with this amazingly funny and incredibly hot boy guy person. And he was everything to me. Like, I just got addicted. I got so consumed by him. I wanted every piece of him at every moment. You know, just like when you love someone so much, I just want to eat them up, and like give birth to them as your children. That kind of like crazy ass fucked up love. That's what I felt. And I thought I was acting normal, yes, and I thought I was like being totally regular. Until I started to forget my place. And I went off. I have these issues with anger. I think anyone who's listened to my podcast before now knows that I have terrible anger issues. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out how things went. I started to yell at him a lot. I started to insult him whenever he made any mistakes. I started to just freak out. Like, I expected him to be some magical person who would just fix all my emotional issues, heal all my broken hearts, and whenever he failed at doing something I considered romantic or necessary, I just went off on him. I berated him, I demeaned him, everything that I hate about my mom, basically. So basically what I'm telling you in this story is I have become my mother, and I didn't even realize it. So, staying with my mother all these years, she does all those things to me. Any slightest mistake, she will insult me, she will berate me, all that kind of stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm never going to become this person. You know what I'm saying? Go. But slowly, I was. Every time I fought her, every time I contended against her, whenever she tried to, do those abusive things to me, I became her slowly. And I didn't even realize it until I started to do it to someone I love. Because I always imagined whenever I became a mom, I wouldn't be physically abusive, I wouldn't beat my children, I wouldn't be emotionally abusive. I know that I would fuck up, but at least I would not fuck up this bad. But trust me, my love, trust me, it's never as easy as it seems. Like, I can't even put my fingers around the psychology of it yet, how I got so deeply affected. Maybe because I'm always been around her. I never went to school away from her. I never, like, unlike my lucky younger sister who got to go to boarding school and stuff, I was at home most of the time. So I just received the full blunt of her ignorance and abuse and everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying my mom is a bad person. She's just a person who did bad things because she didn't know any better, or that's the only way she could learn. And I hated her for it for so many years. I've hated her. Like, I'm like, you're a failure as a mother, you're abusive, you're this, you're that. God, if I start to tell you the stories of my mom, the things she has done to me in this life, you will just... And so I've gone through so many phases. I've been in so many awkward and bad situations because of how she has treated me. But I keep hinging on that, yeah. But maybe it's my lack of forgiveness that has made it possible for her to, imbue those things into me, because somehow I've become her. And somehow I've given up on my therapy to cure my depression. I've given up on actually putting steps in to become a better person. I'm just like, fuck it, fuck the world, fuck everything. Last, I'll just commit suicide. And like, that is the kind of space I was throughout 2018. Like, fuck this world, fuck everybody. Last, commit suicide, die, move on with my eternal life or whatever. I don't even care. Like, that was most of my thoughts. And I guess I didn't even bother to check on my loved ones. I was just so self-consumed. I was rude. I was hurt. I hurt my sister. I became a full-blown monster. And it took almost losing all the people I love in my life to realize that I need to change. Before, in the past, whenever I acted like this and a guy left me, I'm like, fuck you, whatever. There's, a million or 100 other guys like you. There's nothing special about you. You're not awesome. You're not amazing. There's nothing good about you. Like, I just used to fashy people anyhow. Like, yes, I'll be hurt for like a month, then I'm on to the next one. Like, anyone who knows me knows that I'm about that on to the next one kind of life. You understand what I'm saying? But like, I'm in a place where I don't want the next one. I want the one that I have, the one that I love, the one that is for me. But I can't get past my abused, tortured past. I can't get over that, and I can't afford therapy, for fuck's sake. Shit. Besides, I don't even want to do therapy in Nigeria, because I'm just sure that all the psychologists, they are just like amiable people, but also not the point of this podcast. I don't know. Whoever you are, maybe you were beaten, maybe you were abused as a child, sexually, emotionally, all kinds of ways. I don't know how other people have been abused, because we all don't have the same abuse. We all just happen to end up with the same symptoms: anxiety, depression, hatred towards humanity, hatred for, anger. And I wish there was a way to just throw up all those things, just scoop them out of you with like a ladle or something. Oh, speaking of ladles, have you watched the Good Places series? Like, oh, that's forked up. Why can't I say fork? Oh my god, because she's trying to say fuck, but she can't say because she's in a good place, so she's saying fork. So funny. Sorry. Anyway, I don't even know how I got off track so far. Okay, so if you've been abused, you've been treated like trash. Most people cope with it by telling themselves that, yes, the way that they were abused was right for them. It was good for them. And I'm not in any place to tell you how to cope with your own abuse and your own depression and issues. But, that may be the wrong way. Accepting that you deserved it and saying that you needed it to be who you are. I think that's a stupid way to go about it. But then, what do I know? I just know how to call people stupid. Something I need to change to. My boyfriend complains about that a lot. That I think I'm smarter than everyone else. I call people stupid. Anyway. If you're angry like me, and you hate every single person, who is not your sister and your boyfriend, and maybe your mom, then I don't know. There's many levels to these things. I don't even know where we are to start to cut off our past effects. And the problem, another issue is most people, when they realize your damage, when they realize that, oh, this is what is wrong with you, their immediate, what they call it, reaction is, okay, well, I've got to go. Bye. They abandon you, they leave you, and instead of helping you through your issues, they only add more. They're like, I beg, I don't want wahala, I don't want me person. And I understand that self-preservation is important, because all human beings think about self-preservation, but there has to be something more to life than just being a selfish, self-centered prick. I'm just saying, aka men. Anyway, I date men. I'm sure women do it too. I don't know. It's a very complicated thing, and I am too broke to go into this right now. I think that's the thing. I'm so consumed by my current financial instability that I've placed everything else as it doesn't matter. Oh, I no get money. Anything will no be money, no matter. Oh, love, no matter. I no get money. Oh, friendship, loyalty, all those little things that really, really end up making you have a good life and end up nourishing your life better. All those things, having time with my friends, at least just those moments to sit down to discuss and this kind of stuff. I'm like, I beg, I no get money, no matter, no matter, no matter. No matter, no matter, no matter. Look where we have ended. Anyway, you guys, I hope you've learned from my story that I kept on jumping from. Don't hurt the people you love because you've been hurt before. Also, don't give up on people because they too have their own damages they're dealing with and they need all the help they can get, aka me. And you, possibly, if you're listening to this shit-ass podcast. And, what else? I don't know. I hope you have a wonderful, abuse-free life where you don't get to become an abuser to people and you don't fuck up the love you have in your life. Because trust me, it's so painful, God. The pain is what is even making my brain oh my God. I was so in love. I was madly in love with this person, but I was just angry. All my emotions kept being filtered through anger. Most of you now listen to this podcast, like I do when I listen to other people talk, I think you're stupid, right? But you never understand until you are actually in that situation. So please, if you're like me, you have anger issues, just find some other way to filter your feelings, man, because anger is going to fuck you up. I swear, it's going to fuck up your life. Thanks for listening, and bye. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.